All right. All right, I'm going to be working in this today, and I'm digging out some sprays while I wait for everybody to come in. Let's see, for my yellows, some lemonade, pink, orange. Hi, Mindy. How are you? All right. Pink and orange, some red. I thought we would get messy today, and Eileen is no electric. Is this terrible? This is her favorite cut of streams. Hi, Linda. So I was just like, okay, so I guess for the recording, as the live audience, we'll be talking to them. If you get bored, just fast forward through the stream. We do like to chat. Just saying. Take some of these out and work on them out of the book so I don't get the book itself messy. Hi, Devin. You popped in to say hi. You work on Fridays. You can't say, oh, thanks for popping in to say hi. I appreciate that. I'm going on the mornings because Mary is on it in the evenings around 8 o'clock. And sometimes I didn't get started till like 6:30 or so. And then I only had like an hour and a half before she would come on. So then I would lose, I would have viewers leaving to go to get at Mary. So I decided that I'd rather not be in that time slot. So that's the reason. Yeah, I forgot I did this. I'm on the morning, so you have to get up, Mindy. That's why I did it. just to make everybody get up early. These are some backgrounds we did. I think at the other house, using the Tim Holtz, or maybe that was the homemade resist spray. I can't remember if it was the homemade resist spray or it was Tim Holtz distress spray. I can't remember. Oop. Oh, already dropping stuff. Yeah, it's too early for you, Lindy. Well, at least you can sit there and veg. It's harder to get up and start streaming, believe me. Then it's just sit and veg. Just sit and veg at Dee Dee's all the time. That's what I do. It's hard. I think like I did a lot yesterday, streamed and stuff, and then I also I got blurry. Sorry. I'm still working on my organizing my room, and so I stay up late a lot of nights. I kind of started this project this summer of like organizing all my calendars and stuff. I've been organizing now my magazine images, and oh, your Seattle book arrived yesterday. Cool. That's a great book. Don't you love the images when you see it in person? Can you tweet? I want someone tweet that I'm on today too, Kate, for for people that don't know I'm on. Can you, one of you all tweet and let them know I'm on? I would appreciate that. I'm just gonna spray this just because it's already done. Oh, it is beautiful. It had some amazing images in it, didn't it? Yeah, that you'll find a lot of collage images out at Seattle book for sure. I will not go. You will not regret that one. Let's see. So put a piece of watercolor paper. This is actually Marlene's watercolor paper. I have her books and papers and some things I don't have. I have one set of her watercolors. I don't have her other set yet. And I think there might be a few stamps of hers I still don't have. But I have a lot of it. I do like her stuff. You'll try a tweet. Did it go through? I heard a tweet. If you go to the bottom of my screen, you should be able to click where it says share, and then you pick where you want to share it to, and then you can send it to Twitter. Oh, this is pretty. I don't know if that looks good with that though. So I'm going to be playing today just because I can, and working on some spreads and having fun with it. I'm trying to find something I like to go with the purple at the moment. Pick that one. I don't know if I'm going to like those two together or not. But the Tim Holtz distress sprays are fun because they change, when they get wet. And that's what kind of makes them really fun. Super cool. Oh, hi, Julie. Popping in for a quick hi as well. That's what Devin had to do too. Good morning, Kat. Yeah, it's the downside of me switching is some of my evening people might not be able to come to my day stream, and then when I stream nights, some of my day people can't come at night. So either way, I gain some viewers and lose other viewers with the time switch. So you can't, I guess you can't win. Dee Dee's here to veg. Now it's her turn to veg out, and I have definitely doubt she's vegging. She's a cheerful morning person. The opposite of me. And I do come on with Kathy on Tuesdays in the morning. And so I decided that I would, if I can get up for Tuesday for Kathy, I can get up on Friday. Tana also takes off a lot of Fridays. So I figured this way too, that when he takes off that I can stream and then still have the rest of the day. So for us to do stuff. So she's here to bed. She's going to get even with me. So I'm playing with, I actually, only thing I got to do, only set I'm missing is the last set, which is going to be my next purchase. I want to purchase my next set, and then I'll have them all. Thank God there's no more of these. Now, I don't know what his new Christmas release is, or what they're going to release in January, but yeah. Again, kind of glad there isn't going to be any releases for some time. These things add up, so I need water. Hold on. And I need a brush. Let me get my water in a jar. All right, that's what I forgot because I feel so unprepared at the moment. Like I'm so unprepared and I'm tired. I stayed up last night, put the rest of my magazine images and filing them in my cabinet I bought months ago. Still putting that together. I have some magazines to go through still in my in the other room where I store some of my other art stuff. I still have them in there. And I got to go through those. And then I'll say, yippee, I am done. So, till I buy some more magazines, of course. And I don't have paper towels. I feel so unprepared today. Let me get my paper towel. So, I had fun working on the reverse collage yesterday with Lena. That was very fun. I enjoyed working on that with her. I miss having her around. Oh, hi, Janet. You're doing a rub on, hard to type. Oh, yeah, I got drawers of rub-ons I need to use. Rub on the cats. Good one. Oh, so did I miss anyone else? Let's see, Janet, Kat, Terry, welcome. Okay, I think I got everybody there. This was, I think this was modeling paste. It's really hard. I can't be sure, but I think this is modeling paste I had already put down as paper. I can't remember. I forgot it was even in there. Let's put it that way. I didn't even remember that it was even in there. But it did resist pretty well. So, I mean, it took in some places, but it's actually not bad at all. So, I thought, well, I'm going to get messy and play with some sprays. And then Eileen has no electric. What is I'm just like, that can it actually be? She get in here and tell me what to do. Just saying. I feel like I've been trying to get organized since the summer. It has been the longest process. I feel like I got it, and then I'm like, no, this ain't working. So I'm back at it. My hairdresser gave me a whole bunch of whole bunch of image magazines that I need to go through. Oh my gosh, she gave me a ton. She found out I do collage. I was talking to her about our reverse collage stuff, and now she said she's going to save all my all her magazines for me. Some of those you can't really use that well in the book, because like the family circles and stuff are like they're just like kind of really thin, cheap pages, and then they'll crinkle really bad. So some of those I'll probably just end up recycling. But there's others in there that'd be fun to use, like some hairstyling magazines and stuff, which I definitely don't have. Oh yeah, it was very fun yesterday. You ordered 20 drawing set of pan pastels. Let's see, drawing set. There's a drawing set. I have I bought them forever ago, probably 10 years ago. I have the face one, and I have these other sets, and I don't even know what they were. I don't know if I randomly picked colors, or I don't even remember what they were, to be honest. So when you say drawing set, do you mean like the tools, Janet? Right? I know she's not here because she has no electric. So she posted that. So she must have been on her phone to let us know she had no electric till 11:30. Unless it get done sooner. So yeah, that's a drag, right? So I've got some new magicals too. But since she's not here, I'll hold off on my magicals. So this is just the drippings off of this. I figure may as well not waste it. I don't know when I'll use it, but if I want some colored paper, I have it. So why not? Yeah, Tom takes off a lot of Fridays. He gets a lot of vacation time, and that way he can kind of use up his days. Because if he doesn't use his days up, he loses them. So pretty much. Hi, Joy. Oh my God. When I told Tom that, he just literally shook his head. He just shook his head. And that's all he did was shake his head. he's like so used to me. He's like, why did that not surprise me? I want to do real quick. I want to stamp on this and cut some of these circles out. And then use these. I got a block up here. That might work. My other blocks are in the other room. Variety of colors. Okay. Just a variety of colors. Okay, because you said drawing. I wasn't sure what you meant. If you're talking about the little tools, so it'd be easier to draw with them. I wasn't sure. Yeah, because I mean, I got them when they first came out, and I can't remember if I bought them 2 houses ago, but then like nobody seemed to really like them, or maybe I didn't use them in a manner that it made anyone want to buy them. And yeah, so I just put them in a drawer and never really used them. I think I did a couple backgrounds with them. And that, of course, that might be the extent of it too. I think I maybe did some backgrounds with them. I don't think I did much anything else with them. Okay, that did not work. Thinking I need an ink pad. Or it didn't work because it's on watercolor paper. Let me restamp that on the smooth side, the bumpy side. And I may need to retire this ink pad. So I already have the, I bought this, of course, a while back. I bought that because Dee Dee has one, right? So then I found the Raven, which I had to get because we did the Halloween books. And so then I had to further copy Dee Dee, except mine's the winter version. Hey, Shauna. And I had to get the Einstein, but mine's wearing a sweater. He has a sweater because I guess because it's winter right now. So yeah, so mine has a sweater on. That's the only difference. So now Einstein with the sweater. So yeah, so I have them stuck on the pole in front of me that holds my camera since they stick quite well there. So now I have 3 too. They are quite fun. The other one that they had that I really liked was the Judge, the one Supreme Justice Judge. She's really popular. I didn't know that. I realized how popular she was, and they actually had her too. And I can't think of her name. Oh, I'm glad you love your little Raven. I thought that was neat since you did the book. You know, I didn't do a Poe book, but I did do the Halloween book. Hi, Teresa. Hey, Lori, if I didn't say hi. And Shauna. Did that stamp? How am I doing wrong? I can't figure out if my ink pads suck. Because I've never used this stamp before, and I'm not impressed thus far. All right. I mean, I just can't get a good. I just can't get good stamping it. I've never used this before. I'm like, I don't know why I have a stamp I've never used. So, so I thought, okay, I'll use this. Let me try stamping on just regular cardstock this time. Let's see if it's just paper. I've literally found this in my drawer, and I thought, you know, I haven't even used this. Let's try this one, which I know. Well, this was new, and it didn't work. And I'm really confused to why I can't get this to stamp. I thought it'd be fun to stamp and cut out, but yeah. If I can't get it to stamp, that's not going to happen. I don't understand why I can't get this to stamp. Of course, some stamps are better than others in terms of, you know, but you would think that since these are art by Marlene, you would think these would be nice. And it's a rubber stamp, too. Maybe I need to get my Mambo Jumbo stamp thing out. Maybe I'm just not pushing down hard enough. I don't know. Kind of disappointing, actually. So I can't get this to stamp. This is just cardstock. and see if it's the watercolor paper, it's the ink pad, maybe it's a little bit of both. Leave the stamp on the table. Put the paper on top and rub it if you get a better impression. Oh, the other way around? Oh, flip it. Okay, I will try that. Because I literally can't get a good impression. I don't understand. Not sure if it's because it's big. There's Eileen. Did you let her come back on? Use some foam underneath. Yeah, I used to have that, and I pitched it because I'm like, I don't need it. Well, that finally stamped. Maybe my ink pads are really dry. Thank God it finally took. That's a lot of work just to do one stamp, just saying. So I got my bigger one out. So since I was using a block that's slightly smaller than that one, good Lord. It's like it took, what, 10 minutes just to get one stamped? Ridiculous. So I don't know if it might have been watercolor paper, the ink pad, combination. I don't know. That was no fun. Yeah, I used to have like a stamping foam pad, and then I just didn't keep it because I was always too lazy to go get it, to pull it out when I was stamping. I was usually stamping also in a book and not on a separate piece of paper. So I guess I should have probably kept that. I wanted to cut some of these out. Thought they'd be cute to make flowers with. But yeah, yesterday was fun, and I have the package all packaged up, ready for to send out to Faith, who won my package for the reverse collage. So I have it all packed up and ready to go. I'll mail that today after the stream. I had some ham and eggs for breakfast. No, I did not, Sam. I am. Oh, that was funny. Oh, by the way, so I went out to the garage and I was stocking up the drinks in the fridge. And when I was out there, see, Tom drinks some and I don't drink it all. And he had a margarita mix sitting out there. I like to die laughing. I literally was like, oh my God. I'm like, what's a margarita? I'm looking up, what the glass looks like to put in the girl's hand yesterday. And yeah, Tom has a big bottle of margarita stuff sitting out in the garage. I guess because it's cold right now, so you can just leave it out there. Oh my God, I cannot believe that. So if I would have told him I didn't know what a margarita was, he'd definitely been shaking his head on that one too. Apparently he drinks it and I didn't even, he drinks like this or that, but I don't really ask what he's drinking or care about what he's drinking. So yeah, so Tom had that, right? Yeah, so I saw that in the garage. I was like, oh, he got a yellow one. So and we're talking about the different flavors, and they don't put tomatoes in them. So The yellow one. Oh, it was funny. I try to keep up with keeping drinks in the fridge, but right now, at least if they're still out in the garage, I mean, at least they're still they're cold. So, unlike this summer, it was like crucial to keep the refrigerator stocked because you don't want to drink a hot drink. But yeah, yep. So, but I'm kind of sometimes just don't want to walk out to the garage. So yeah, so I was doing that, and that's when I found a margarita mix. Not that that's an exciting story, but the funny part is I found a margarita mix sitting out there. God. Yep, he drinks it and I didn't even know it. Yeah, he's always, if you go to a restaurant and he orders that nasty draft beer, so he's like, taste it, it's good. And every time I'm like, blah, it's disgusting. Like, how do you drink this? It's disgusting. It does not have good flavor. Yeah, I hate the way it tastes. I literally cannot stand the way alcohol tastes. I just can't stand it. It's like coffee. I hate I hate coffee. Smells heavenly. Tastes awful. And alcohol tastes awful too. I have just a really just big, like strong, I can't deal with it. I mean, I love the smell of coffee for sure, but that's about it. And yeah, just not cut out for that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm just sensitive. I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, I love hot food, spicy food, and all that. But something about alcohol and coffee are just really distinctively strong, and I just hate it. I hate it. The Didi's going to send me some lids because I don't drink coffee, so I have no lids. And I don't even know if my dad drinks coffee anymore. I'll have to ask him if he drinks coffee still, and maybe he can start saving me some lids. Like I'm unsure whether he even still drinks it because he got remarried, and I don't know if his wife drinks coffee. Yeah, yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I think they don't. Yeah, none of them like taste good to me. I exactly. I don't care what it is. It does not taste good. No matter what he tries to make me take a sip, and he thinks he's gonna like, oh, she's gonna like this. I'm like, we've been married almost 32 years. We've been together almost 34 years. Why do you think I'm all of a sudden gonna like it and it's gonna taste good? If it has if none of the alcohol has tasted good thus far, I don't think that I don't think it's gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna get the turquoise again since this one actually works on this ink pad or on this stamp. So, okay, this one looks like I actually used. Whatever I used with paint, still got white on it. This actually I've already used. This is the, I'm using the cardstock that Kathy had us buy, Eileen. It's nice cardstock. Sure I can fit it on there. Oh, from work. Yeah, Mousy Deb, save them from work. Get the coffee thing lids from work and use those like Dee does for your palettes. It's brilliant. It's actually made me a taco paint sandwich, just saying. And then she got me in the mood for tacos. So then yeah, I had tacos yesterday. Because we were talking, she made me a taco paint sandwich, and then I was in the mood for tacos. So then I had tacos last night. So Virgin Marys. Okay, I don't know what those are, but everybody else probably does. Oh, see you, Devin. She probably left. Yeah, Janet, I was looking at images online, and I thought they were tomatoes on toothpicks stuck in there, and they're like, maybe it's cherry tomatoes, like the sweet ones. I'm like, that makes so much more sense. I don't eat those either, so that didn't enter my mind. I do eat tomatoes. I don't eat cherry tomatoes, or not cherry tomatoes. What is, the ones in the jar? They're like the sweet ones. I always stick them in my shakes at restaurants. I'm always like, bleh. Those like those type of cherry things. Yeah, candy. Are they candied cherries? Tom eats those. I think those are gross. I haven't bought those in forever. It's like, don't ruin my shake by putting an icky cherry in it. Ooh, that's cute. That's gonna be fun to use. Now I have these. I think too, if you stamp out, some of your images ahead of time. I think, you might more than that, because sometimes you can't just stamp on the paper you're using, and having a few stamped out ahead of time to grab and use, might make us more likely to use their stamps. Let's go. Oh, that's it. Okay, Mara, I can't even pronounce it. What Sherry said. That's it. Yeah, thank you, Sherry. I don't either. I don't like them. Yeah, if I have those in my drink, if Tom's around, I hand it to him. He eats it. Otherwise, I throw it away. Blech. Glad somebody knew what I was talking about. I appreciate that. It's early. I'm tired. I'm more tired today than I was yesterday. I got up about the same time yesterday, but I think this difference is this time I did a bunch of stuff yesterday. Well, my room's looking really good, though. I'm starting to actually feel like confident. I got through that big pile of collage stuff, and I got it all like folders made and put away last night. Oh, I was just elated. It's like they're done. It's finally done. All these loose images that are everywhere are finally done. Hallelujah. Okay. Let me push these off to the side. There's my little book pages. There's the format. What do I do with that? Hold on. Hold on. There we go. It's kind of early. Kind of not awake. You might try these too. If I can get them to spray. I do love these sprays. They're very vibrant and they're pretty. But they clog so easy. I hate how easy they clog. Hi, Jen. It's nice to see you. It's been so long. How are you? Hi, Kimberly. Uh-oh, heartbreaking. I didn't look up above. Wait a minute. Oh, black cherry. Gross. Let's see. Oh, talking about the fires. Okay. I actually saw the story that I think Teresa tweeted. Oh, I just cried my eyes out. I just cried my eyes out watching it. I was just sobbing. Just like when all this happens, it's so upsetting to be like, if it's California or Australia or just, anywhere. Like it's just upsetting that this is happening. And all the little animals that get displaced and people that get displaced, and I saw the video with the koala, and the lady took her shirt off to save the koala. He was crying because oh God, you have to watch the video. I sobbed. I sobbed so bad. I mean, she was the kindest person ever. She's so brave. She went in there and took her shirt off and grabbed the koala. Oh, they put water on them, and then they wrapped them up in a blanket and took them to a care center. Oh, I just sobbed my eyes out. It's just awful. The animals and people are displaced. I just hate all this. It's just terrible. I thought who is it that does is it Florida that does the burnings to prevent that? Would that have helped, I wonder? Oh, I know. It is sad, Jen. They're so sweet and vulnerable. It was something that someone put on Facebook, and I watched it. I literally just sobbed my eyes out, and I sobbed afterwards. And I just hope that koala makes it. I think that's one of how many of the poor little babies, it breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart in two. They know where to go. They can't get in a car and drive away like people can. Awful. And it's so hard on you, Jen. And it's the only start. Oh, they did actually start this on purpose. They started to do this, and then it just went on. Then you did burns in the winter to stop the wildfires. That's fire. That's what I thought you had. Bye, Dee Dee. Take care, hon. Enjoy your day. All right, so let's do this. Here's my big one. I want to try to double layer some just to see how it's going to look. This is a neat stencil. It's ginormous. I couldn't find this in a smaller size, but this is also by art by Marlene. I'm going to put this on here. Oh, thanks, Eileen. I like this stencil. I haven't tried it yet, but I think it seems. I also got some I haven't used them yet, but a while back I got some neat Diana Reevely stencils, and I like where she traces them, and then after she traces them, she draws and doodles in them, and she makes the ones that are swirly and have a lot of space in between them for doodling and that. It's so cool. I want to do that. So many fires have been started by people. Greens are making it hard to backburn. Oh my God. Why would they do that? Why would people do that? I just don't understand. I'll never understand. Are you guys in a safe area, Jen? I hope you guys are in a safe area and the rest of your family. My daughter was just talking about Australia the other day, and she was saying that she forgets like how big the country is, and but there's a lot of undeveloped areas in Australia we were talking about, but it's really huge. It's just a lot of underdeveloped areas. You know what I mean? Which is why you have koalas, and that's a good thing, right? Liking that one. That one's a good pool. That's I used the spray on the bottom, the paint on top. That looks good. Yeah, she has some neat stencils. The one thing I would like to get that Art by Marlene has is she has some stamps that are what they call like impressions. So you could use them on a jelly plate, or you could just stamp them into your paint for texture. And she has a couple of those. Wouldn't mind getting those eventually. Oh, good. I'm glad you're safe. I'm so glad you're safe. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that cool? It's the first time I've used it since I bought it. This one is this is Art by Marlene. This one's called, there you go, Free Swirl. It's TCW and it's called Free Swirl. Yeah, I have a lot of her stencils, but most of mine are really small. This one's cute. Look at this one. With the bird and the flowers, isn't that cute? The tulips. Okay. Where did I get the stencil? I think I got it at Joggles. I'm pretty sure I got it from Joggles. Yeah, she's got, I know there's some other ones she had, and I know that Zonder had some in her store as well. But yeah, she's also got a lot of really pretty, like this one would be really pretty on the jelly plate too. So I have like a smaller version of the one. It has some tulips, some flowers. If this is like a vase, and this one I like too. So I'm just gonna do some backgrounds today and do some stamping, and How do these look? Let's see if this color, these are turquoise. I don't know if this is going to work or not, or if I need, maybe I need to color in a few areas. That's kind of my thought on the process is that. So let's see. I don't know, like how this is going to be like busy and really busy. I don't know, like how busy that is. Let me think. Let's think. I also have some of her rice paper I haven't used. All this new stuff that I haven't used any of it. I think these would be neat to use, but I gotta wait till I have the red doesn't go. I have some black papers, which might be nice. Let's see if I can collage some of her. I got her paper pack, some papers, and see if we can put down. And of course, her little people are the best, right? The little die cuts. Can we get this stuff and then you can't remember? Don't use it, you lose it. That includes your stuff. If I have any reds in it, that would work. There's a little bit of red. A little bit of red. Let's see if I can tone it down. Oh, these are pretty. What fun is this? You think, oh, that makes sense. Maybe that's why I don't like it, because it's just too many of the warm colors. Green is needed. It's just, yeah, because I was thinking that, because I was just going, I kept thinking, what do I not like about this? The fact I'm missing green. Good point. Thank you, ladies. Where'd the stripes go? I see what you mean. Now it needs some cool colors on top of it. I see what you mean. Now I lay it there. All right, let's do this. Find another for fun. Find another open stencil. We can add some green in there. I'm trying to remember if this was her stencil or not. I can't remember if this is hers or not. I just can't remember. Hi, Gail. How are you? All right, let's try some green. I think that's Jen's right, and Eileen, because it's just like, it's just too many warm colors and there's no cool colors in there. too much paint on my stencil. Went under. This one's got a lot of neat, cute little designs on it. It's just a little busy fun. Oops, picked up the red. Oh well. I definitely need some greens. That looks good. I like that. Let's see if I can add like a smidge of blue. Some sort of blue. Of course, my favorite, turquoise. Grab a different stencil. Oh, hi, Debbie. Hi, Kathy. Everyone's glad to see you. Yeah, we all do miss her. We do miss her. Yeah, it's like our fibs are older fibs are harder to find nowadays. It's not around like everybody used to be. Everyone's busy. Hold on, I'm looking for some sponges. So I'm rummaging. Looking for some sponges. All right. All right. I think I'm gonna try. I usually don't do these type of pages, so I thought I'd take myself out of the comfort zone too. This is more like the stuff that Ange likes to do with, and Paula with the layering. I'm not as good at it as they are, but ain't gonna get good, we ain't gonna practice, right? So yeah, I've talked about that. It's like a lot of our regular fibs aren't around, or they quit streaming, or got things have changed in their life, and I can't stream anymore. And it's we miss everybody. I'm glad that you popped in with us. So are you still on the design team, Jen? For I can't remember. You were on the design team for. I can't remember who it was with though. Are you still on the design team? Oh, you might stream this week. Oh, that's nice. Oh, waited this long. Oh, well, you get busy. It'd be nice if you could even just pop on every once in a while and stream, if you can't do it on a regular basis, we would, don't lay your paper and paint. We would love that. We'll take a little bit of Jen if we can. Better than no Jen at all. Say, yeah, just let us know. Tweet us if you feel like coming on and streaming. That's true. We do see the old fibs pop in the chat, which is nice. It is nice. I agree, Debbie. I totally agree. I couldn't agree with you more. I wonder if I can use my flowers now I have the other colors on it. See, now I might be able to put these on here because I have the turquoise and a green. It won't look so out of place. It just looked really out of place before. Let's see. That's kind of my thoughts on that one. I need to make it skinnier. Maybe a light green instead of the dark green. If I can just go over top of it, I think the light would be better than the dark. Oh. Squeeze is upset you're not using your room. Oh. Okay, I like that. I think I need just maybe one more in the middle. Maybe down here. That's a big stem for a flower, just saying. I need to put that one there. That's a really big stem. You could put a couple of small ones on that one. Ooh, I gotta move my glass. Did y'all see that? I almost. I move my camera a little bit. I almost put my brush in my drink again. What time is it there, Jen, for you? Oh, you're thinking yellow or gold is needed to be introduced onto this flowers? Oh, okay. A yellow or gold? Okay. Let's try these. These are also art by Marlene's I've never used. So it's about time I start using some of my stuff, right? These are, she has a new set out too. This one's bold and bright, and the other one was, shoot, is it pastels or something like that? It's out. I just don't have it. Yeah, you're right. That looks good. I haven't done any mixed media like this in so long. I'm out of practice. Oh my God, it's after 3 a.m. Oh my gosh. Thank you for coming in. Oh my goodness, Jen. So glad you came in to talk to us. It's really sweet. Oh, you work till 12:30 p.m.? Oh, and then you need time to wind down. That totally makes sense. You've been going all day, you just need some time to unwind. Aw. Oh, I saw a notification you just had to pop in. I'm so glad you did. Yeah, I understand that. I'm glad that you spent your unwinding time with us. We really appreciate it. I'm glad I came on at 10 a.m. Don't normally stream this time of the day. I'm so glad I did. And look, you're already helping me with my page because I haven't done anything like this in forever. I'm just so out of practice with the basics of mixed media, of scratch, this type of mixed media, that is. So I'll put a little bit of circle, a little bit orange on there just for fun. As we can. Zonda's been coming back on, and she's streaming a little bit each week, and miss all of our regular people. Now, now you think you need solid black around the flowers. Okay, I'm going with it. I'm going to do. So there you go, Eileen. Your job's been taken over. Jen's killing it here. All right. Now I need some black. All right. I need black paint so acrylic gets too thin. Hold on. Or watercolor. Hold on. What have I got? Real quick. Let's see if I have a black or a little circle kind of. I get like a little circles. That's all I put some black through. Put behind them. This is another art by Marlene. Let me try that. Oh, outline the flag. Sorry. Never mind. Eileen's telling me to stop. Thank you, Eileen. She's saying, stop. Wake up. I know. Oh, look, I'm going to wake up. I'm so sleepy. I originally tried to stamp these in black, but I was unable to get my ink pads to work correctly. So I think I need a new black ink pads. And that one was brand new, and that Tim Holtz one, and it still didn't stamp well. So I don't know what's up. It is good sometimes. Get me. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm looking for a Prima stamp. You want to know why it disappeared? So I'm looking for the ones that there's like a cute little border stamp. That's why it disappeared. That's what I'm looking for. And a super cute border stamp. I don't know where it went. Story of my life. Yeah, it's like a cute little, tiny little hearts, and it has little hearts and like cute little designs, and I can't figure out where it went. Well, I'll make do with these. I can't find my Prima ones. The Prima ones I have got little hearts and stuff on them. We're done with them. I just don't. But I group my Primas all together, but I'm not finding them. Shannon's going to do this, and then since my flower's not straight, I'm just going to lay it on there. These flower stems are ginormous, right? So I better do something with them. No. Yep, my ink pads. I think my ink pads are shot. They're totally shot. I'm just going to have to do it with a good old marker and call it a day. I don't know what I'm going to be doing after I go out and mail some stuff. I've got to go and get me. I've got to go out and get me some new ink pads. Guess that's what happens when you don't use them. All right. Oh, she already did it. Yeah. Yeah, ink pads is going on my list. My ink pads, they're bad. I mean, really, really, really bad. And I don't, of course, I really don't remember, like, yeah, I don't remember anything about how old they are. No, I don't even remember. I ain't even going to try to remember. All I gotta do is when I go out, I'm gonna go into Michael's and get me some. Good Lord, hold on. This is the second time I've laid my paper and paint, y'all. Excuse me. Things back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna run into Michael's and get me some because this is terrible. Terrible. That's gonna ruin a felt tip. Hold on. Let that dry. Okay. The black frame around it? Okay. I'll do that too. Yeah, I just don't think, like, I don't think any of mine are that old, but, you know, maybe they are. Is what it is. Hey, Judy. Welcome back, Shauna. Yeah, I should call this this stream Throwback Mixed Media Art Journaling. I've totally like forgotten how to do half of this stuff. I'm just so out of practice. I think I need some white on here too. Let me glue these down. My glue stick. I don't know if I'm gonna like this page when I get done with it, but at least I've got some I got some practice down for old school mixed media that I've forgotten how to do. I'm gonna put add to these since it's just seems like not enough because my stems are like tree size. I gesso through a stencil, push the black. Oh, then glue. Oops. Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, that is an ink pad. Can you tell I'm tired? I started to put my watercolor brush in my ink pad. I may be a tad tired. Where's my Dr. Pepper? Oh, that's a good idea. Spray it with the white spray. That's a good idea, Eileen. That might help kind of. I don't know if the black is just all the oops, wrong end. All the red happening in the background. Outline feather of the flowers or stems. Okay. Let's see. Like the black. Definitely want to add some white into this. I'm just going to doodle, people. And then you're probably like, what is she doing? I don't even know. I'm just going to put on some doodles. You know what? There's some white paint. I think I might try using some some bubble wrap. Like bubble wrap. I was thinking that might work. If the spray doesn't work, I might go with some bubble wrap. And I my white dilution spray, which should be in here. An aquarella pencil or an oil pastel around the flowers and stumps. Oh, that would look a lot better, an oil pastel. Make sure all the ink's dry. I'm going to wipe some of it back. I just think it's too insane for me. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm just going to wipe some of this back. Kind of tone the whole thing down because I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Then I'm going to go back in. I should have probably toned down the red originally. I should have toned the red down from the get-go. I think from the get-go, I should have toned all that down because I didn't like it. Because I like the stencil. I just don't like the color I chose. So now what I'm going to do is go back in and I'm going to go back in and do some outlining again. Because now I feel like it's all pushed back. I know it's all faded, but I feel like at least it's not screaming at me. So if you know what I mean. Where's my oil pastels? I think they're in the other room. Yeah, I just felt like it was just, screaming at me, and I just can't. I feel like no matter what I do, it's not going to be happy with it. So I like the oil pastel idea, though. I mean, especially since we're working on the top layers of everything we've done, so it doesn't matter. I think it's kind of fun. And worst case, if you don't like it, well, it's not the end of the world either. Oh my God, I feel like so rusty, you guys. I'm so rusty at this just messy mixed media because I've been doing so much of the other stuff. I've kind of lost how to do it. So sad. I went from this is all I could do to now I'm struggling to remember how to do it. I've been doing, all the other kind of stuff. So just for fun, I like just play some oil pastels, and I hate this, I'll throw it away, and which I've done before, and then I'll try again. End this story. And my other colors. Actually, it was a long time ago. I signed up for I got expensive pastels. These are my cheap ones, and I never I never followed through. And it was like how to make oil pastel flowers. I should have done that. But the whole painting is done in pastels. You know what I mean? The whole thing. It's not like a mixed media. It was like the entire thing was oil pastel flowers. It's like a kid did this, but at least I can say I tried. I tried to salvage it. Jen tried to. Jen tried to. We all tried. Oh, that's true. Could cut it up and just use the pieces of it that I like. That's a good idea, Eileen. I know that Debbie is streaming tonight. And I don't think there's any other, I honestly don't think there's any other streamers on Fridays. Yeah, I mean, that was part of the reason that I decided that I could just move up, because we just don't really have Friday streamers. And I was like, so, yeah, we just don't have that anymore. I don't know why we don't. I guess Dee Dee was like the primary Friday streamer in the beginning, and then and I understand she's like, she don't want to do it 3 days a week. Then we had Ron, and then I don't remember, it was Shauna. We used to stream on Fridays afternoon before I came on, and before that was Ange. But yeah, right now I think it's me and Debbie, and that's it. Crafty Yoda, there is no try, there's only do. I like that. Crafty Yoda. That's perfect. I love that. Thanks, Deb. Yeah, as I said, I feel like a kid, never done mixed media before. I'm so out of practice. Yeah, I could just save the parts that I like, or cut it up and put on another piece. For sure. Oh, Mary. Duh. Thank you, Cheryl. Not this early anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the whole reason why I switched, was because of Mary. Yo, I am tired today. It is terrible. I am so tired. That's the whole reason I switched. Thank you for reminding me, Cheryl. I'm so tired today. Splats? Why not? We got everything else but the kitchen sink on the page. Let's put some splats on here too. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Let's add some splats. What color splats, Eileen? Call it good. Add some splats. Eileen's telling me move on, and I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on from this one. Let's see. I guess white probably. Or to be smudge. Oh, okay. Yeah, I really like haven't even been using my Stabilios or yeah, which is a great one for you know, for adding some water to it, getting some smearage. As a matter of fact, when I was cleaning up the other room, I pulled my Stabilios out. I was like, I haven't used these in forever. White or black, white or gold. Okay. Let's try gold. Why not? Oh, I agree. I agree, Judy. That takes a huge amount of dedication. It does. I totally agree with that. She's probably the most consistent streamer ever for this many years. Hi, Kiki. Let's stand back. I'll splatter my shirt. Damn it. That's not anymore. I got diluted too much. The brush is pretty wet. Big old splats. Splats, splats, splats. We'll add some white too. We'll do both. That's a splat. That's really more than a splat, but that's okay. Let's just do this. Where's my water? Oh, first Friday of the month. Oh my God. I can't imagine doing a composition of everything I have. And I really have deleted a lot of things over the years as I would have so much more like scrapbooking stuff, and I used to have a million punches, and I used to have all the big giant Sizzix dies and a big tower, and gosh, if I had all that still, I would needed another bedroom up here just to hold it all. Never been able to move. I've been back at the 2 houses ago in the basement and taking over the rest of the basement. Ta-da! Ta-da! not so great, but it's it kind of gets the juices flowing here. It's a messy page, but I got my juices flowing. Maybe I could do the next one better. Oh my God, right? Right, Nancy Deb? Like, I was looking for like I realized I wore a sweatshirt out the other day that had like, especially my winter ones are worse than my summer. Because yeah, I have sleeves on, and my sleeves, all my long sleeves have paint on my sweatshirts, and some are worse than others. And I try to pay attention, not wear those out. Yeah, I went out the other day with a really painty sleeve sweatshirt. And I was like, oh well, I'm already out. It is what it is. But I really destroy my sweatshirt sleeves in the winter. Those get messed up the worst. Lab coat. Oh wow, that's interesting, Gail. Now is your lab coat was white and now it's no longer white? It has to be no longer white. Hi, Jean. Like that, if it's white, it's got to be very colorful now. By now, don't you think? That's my thoughts on it. Like that's got to be really colorful. Because like I can imagine the sleeves would be like it could be pretty though. You know, you have like a one of a kind. Yeah, I have gone through so many sweatshirts and stuff like that. Just eventually just get rid of them, or I bring them up, or I'll like try to do is have a couple upstairs that already are totally coated in paint, and try to remember to wear the ones I have already upstairs and not to damage any more that I've already messed up. That's the plan. It doesn't always go that way, but that's what I would like to do. All right, is it a distress spray? It's an acrylic spray. Maybe all these. I'm gonna get a different piece of paper put down because I keep laying my paper in the paint. So hold on one second. This is where it's like, go get some coffee, Diet Dr. Pepper, whatever you like. I just clean up for a minute and find my cap to my water pen when at some point. Okay. This time I use those colors, and now I won't be using red. Oop, there it is. I'm going to switch out my paper. I'll keep laying my papers in this paint. And my camera doesn't always like white, but all right. And so I want to keep laying my stuff down in the paint. Sorry, I kicked myself out of my video. I crashed the lunch. I hit my mouse and then I kicked myself out of the video. Good one. That takes talent, just saying. Oh my goodness. All right. Back to a clean area can work. I hate when I get too much around and then I end up laying my papers in it, like get my arm in it. Yeah, it's just gonna go downhill really fast, if you know what I mean. Now where's my little papers? I had them out earlier. Let me find these real quick. Hold on. All right, watercolor paper over here. Where'd it go? All right, I'm looking for the papers I pulled out earlier. So I said I gotta stop a moment, clean up a moment. My neighbor wears clothes every day. Yeah, I wear clothes when I go out to shopping. Oh, I must have missed my neighbors wears clothes every day. I wear clothes on shopping. Wear loose t-shirts. That's all the time at home. They receive jammies all day long. I should have read that one first because that sounded really funny. Read the bottom one first. It sounded like you only wear clothes when you went out. Oh my gosh. Read them in the wrong order. That just seemed interesting. Bye, Jen. All right, see you, Cheryl. I totally misconstrued that one. Cracking myself up. She only wears those when she goes out. Clothes she goes out. I went back and read the rest. Oh my goodness. Good night, Jen. It's nice. I'm so glad she popped in here. It made streaming exhausted worthwhile. Just saying. It made it all worthwhile, so. And she helped me try to make something out of a really bad page. And that was really bad. Hi, Karen. Comfort for us. Yeah, as I say, I don't. Yeah, I don't much care. Again, like you said, what I'm wearing when I'm home. So, but I still like to keep paint off my clothes if I possibly can, just because I've wasted so many of my ruined so many of my sweatshirts. So does anyone here go to cook for Thanksgiving? I know I'm going out, so I don't have to cook. So I'm going to my sister-in-law's. They all like to cook, which I'm glad there are people out there that like to cook. And it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Like I have missed, so like it seems like you would think your thoughts are, the older you get, the more you think, you're gonna have see people more, 'cause you're like the kids are grown and I'm gonna be able to see everybody more. And I tell you the truth, it's just the opposite. It is so hard to catch up with all of Tom's family at this point. Even though all of our kids are getting older, I'm still having a hard time like just keeping up with them. So I look forward to on Thanksgiving is catching up with everybody and seeing what everyone's up to, and so that's what I look forward to. My oldest tried to have everybody over her house not too long ago, and literally couldn't come up. It was for trying to schedule something for months and couldn't find a free time for a free time at all for anyone to come. Like everyone's like, nope. This one's like, I can't. This one's like, nope, I can't. Like she probably just gave up. She's like, I don't know when I'll be able to have anyone over. Like everyone is so busy. And so Christmas and Thanksgiving, the advantage of that is I get to like catch up with everybody and see what they're doing. Like especially mostly the things that's changing is with my with my nieces and nephews. There's going to probably be a whole bunch of weddings at once and babies at once and buying homes at once. That's how it was for us too when we were all young. Oh, bye, Jean. Sorry. Oh my God, you had glitter in your hair, Deb? Oh my God. I don't think I've ever had glitter in my hair. First time, Karen. Oh, wow. It's your first time. Are you nervous? Yeah, I don't like to cook either, Gail. I hate cooking. I didn't even go somewhere else to go. Yeah, it's like I just don't enjoy it. I think like when I think about like how many like my kids, I had picky kids and making like 4 different meals at night for umpteen years. Like, what I mean? I never eat the same as Tom most of the time. My kids ate something different. Like I mean, I just feel like you get if you do that, you just burn out. My oldest daughter was the pickiest eater. Like she was picky like me. I was picky, and I'm still picky, and she was picky, and so there's a lot of and I would just like whatever she would eat. What I mean? I would just well, you eat this. Do you like this? What I mean? So. I probably should use a darker color, just like fading into the. That's all right. I'll just outline it. Hi, CB. So they all like to cook, and for me, it's just to catch up on what like what the cousins are up to, because those are the people whose lives are kind of their lives are changing more than ours because they're just like getting out of school and whatever. So and my problem is most of the things that I do with you guys can't really talk about because they aren't that interested. So unless and you are always making art and that's your thing, you're like, oh, I want this product, or I tried this, or I did this, like, and then I go, and then they don't know or care or understand. So it makes me sad that I can't share some of my things I like to do with them. I'm trying to find my one stamps. Hold on. I found this cute set. I don't know where it went though. Yeah, exactly. Keep it, trying to get everybody to on schedule. It's hard. It is. Everyone's so busy. Agree. Or, you've got to be like, have to kind of like, the only other thing you could do is to kind of do like make some food and be like, hey, whoever's, like a smorgasbord or something, you know what I mean? Where they could just all like, I can't believe how dry this is. And I literally just opened it. It is not juicy at all. Have some sort of like smorgasbord, less Thanksgiving food, you know what I mean? Just so if people say, I can come by at this time or that time and kind of do something like that. Otherwise, yeah, it's really hard. I think my sister-in-law has been doing, hosting it for a long time. So everybody, pretty much everybody doesn't make plans because they know that, she always does the dinner. That helps. How hard this is. This ink, oh, my ink pads. Ink pads are terrible, people. They're terrible. Just terrible. God. And my ink pads are awful. Let's see if I can line this up. Otherwise, I'm just going to be just laying her on top and stamping it separate. Gave everybody the opportunity to stay home. Which I will be alone. I'm so looking forward because the last few years, the entire day has been hijacked by kids and parents. Yeah. It don't make them mind. Oh, that's the worst. Yeah. I'm going to stamp this. Eileen, I'm ready to pull my hair out with my stamp pads. Just saying. I don't think I've ever had my stamp pads. Like, I've never had my stamp pads this bad before. I can't even remember the last time I had them, like, dry out and just be, like, not work. I'm so confused. Like that, I think the Tim Holtz one that's already been dried out. I definitely don't have any re-inkers. So, I mean, this one is terrible. Let's see if this one works. I don't know if it's just been lack of use. Maybe moving, maybe because of moving. But surely to God I've used these. I've been using my stamps since I moved. Oh my God. I know I can't get India ink pads locally. Like I have to get those online. So I'm going to have to get that from online. And then if I get the Tim Holtz, well, see, I like that stamped. At least it's better than the Tim's did. So I don't know if yeah, I mean I can't even like stamp on top of that color because it won't work. So if they don't, well, I'm trying to think what else I want to buy besides the archival. Because it stays on, which it dries out pretty quick too. And I have some of a bunch of the Distress Oxides, but they're all colored. You know what I mean? They're all colored. I mean, just a good, a good solid black one is what I need. I need basic black. I have some VersaFines that are black. I wonder if they work. I should try to restamp this again and just see if they work. I need to see if my other stamp pads are any good. Like I think I have VersaFine in black. Now I wonder if they're any good. This is sad. Since I messed this up, I'm just kind of spray this and kind of spread the ink. And dry this, so I don't like how it looks. I don't like this either. I don't like anything I made today. Maybe it's my mood. Maybe it's me. All right, I'm going to scrape this off. Best I can. Luckily, I only use stick glue. All right, I'm going to dry this now, and I'm going to put that image over top of it. Yeah, I'm really bummed about my ink pads. I had no idea my ink pads were all total crap. So I guess it pays to check out. Yeah, I actually have been throwing away paint and throwing away some of my little tubs of stuff that have all expired. I've actually been kind of working towards that. Besides organizing, I've been working on going through everything. And the one thing I did not go through was my ink pads, because I've got, I think, some distress ones on oxide, but I've probably had forever, and they still work. But she showed up more after, it might be it's the distress oxides. Let's try this again. I'm not happy with it. Let's try this again. Maybe it's the distress oxides are weird. Let's just try this again. I just gotta figure this out because it's bugging the you know what out me. All right, let's try let's try something besides distress oxides. Maybe you just can't stamp on top of them. Maybe there's something in them that just, you can't stamp on top of them. I mean, what do I got to lose? Can't figure out if it's, distress oxides, and that's why. Where's the white? What's the white on top? And so I was thinking, Kat, if I don't get, I'll order this online, and then I think stays on, and the other, I don't know if I had Tim Holtz again, is it? Use a mouse pad under it. Okay, I'll see if I can find, I don't know if I have a mouse pad. Honestly, I don't think I have a mouse pad. Maybe just anything underneath it. Maybe just maybe another just a book or something, maybe. Yeah, I've been actually steadily going through everything, and yeah, I haven't got them right now. That makes me worry because I've got drawers and drawers of ink pads that I need now. Just lay out a piece of paper and just stamp, stamp, stamp. You know what I mean? And just stamp away and try out all my other ink pads. Because if I'm storing ink pads that are not, that don't work, you know what I mean? There's no point. So now I'm glad I streamed today, because now I realize that I need to actually open up and just try out all my stamp pads. Let's see if I got in here. I've got so many, and the thought that they're all dried up, that just kind of sucks. Now I know what my new hobby is going to be. Let's try this one, see if this one works. Also versifying. I want to see what works, because honestly, I'm just like a little frustrated that none of my stuff is any good. So lesson learned. Try out your art supplies, because you may think they're good and they're not. They don't last forever. Let's try this one. Ah, holy crap. Foam, then a magazine. I have lots of magazines. Okay. I do think my ink pads are shot, though. I don't think that it's all just my lack of stamping abilities. I do think some of my ink pads are shot. For black, red, and blue ink pads, I always use Avery Carter brand. You have to dry it. Okay. The big one dries out faster than the small ones. My small one I just opened on stream, Joycey, in front of everybody. It's literally dried out, and I just opened it. Okay, there's this one. All right, it's still not like great, but it's better. All right, let's try. Let's spin this around. I'm gonna wipe this off, because I don't know if you can mix VersaFine and the other. I'm gonna try this one, see if this is any good. Oh, that's open. Wait a minute, why are some others that are open? Hold on. Memento. There's it. There we go. Let's just see a difference. Let's try, since I've totally had a disastrous stream so far today. Let's try the stays on, see if this is any good. Now this is going to be, I'm going to organize my stencils when my rest of my rack thing gets here. That's on my to-do list. Pew, it stinks. And I guess on my list is going to be to try out all my ink pads and see what works. It is a pretty stamp, but I can't get it to show up. It's super frustrating. You've had 10 for really? Maybe it's just where I live. You know, maybe it's just the where I live. I can't get over this. Okay, that one actually is decent. So this one stays on. That one's archival. All right, let's keep going. Let's try my black VersaFine and my black Memento and see. Let's try this one. Let's try the Mementos. And I have these too. See if these are decent. Now I want to see. This is going to be fun. I have so many stamp pads. This is going to be a long, this reminds me of me organizing my calendars. Like, this is going to be a process. Okay, that one seems okay. So this one is, here I did down. On a pen. Okay. This one is Memento Black. This one is stays on. This one is Crappy Tim's. Oh, this makes me so angry. Okay, let's try VersaFine. I'm gonna raise my camera up. Sorry, zoomed in too much. So you can see the stays on, I think, might be the best. Next bestest one is Memento ink and Tim's. It's terrible, and that's that. And that one's been sitting in there. But the new Tim's I opened up looks probably really close to that. Not impressed. Okay, I keep on open. It's not open. And now I have some VersaFine. Here's the brown one. Let's try one that's open. And this one. This one's brown, but I just want to see if it's any good. I'll stamp that over here. Maybe it's the stamp. It could be, Karen. Maybe I'm frustrated. It could be. I don't know. These all seem juicier than the India ink, and also juicier than the Tim's ink pad. Seems really dry. Oops, I mean overlap. Okay, so this one is actually brown. I mean, it's okay, but I wouldn't say that was great. You know what I mean? Could be the stamp. Does anyone not like her stamps? Art by Marlene. Okay, let's try the black that's new with the VersaFine. I might be using this too if I can't until I get the other one online. I feel like black ink pad is like the staple, you know, beside your glue and scissors, and you know, it's pretty much a staple. Okay, that one actually is pretty good. Now that one, of course, I just opened up. That's Memento or that is VersaFine. Okay, so that's the VersaFine black. The VersaFine brown is not good, so I'm going to throw that one away. And so I'm going to throw the Indian inks away. Those suck. And I keep this. I think the StazOn's really good. I think the Momentum's pretty good. Now, what I don't remember is Memento ink. I don't think it's waterproof. Is it water? No, this is water-based. So the downside is this ink is water-based. So it's like the Tim Holtz distressing. So if you put something on it, it's probably going to run. StazOn, at least, is permanent. True. Let's try. That's true. I got two decent ones because the stamp is bad. All right. So what I'm going to do real quick is do the. That's a possible. I don't know. They don't seem like they didn't seem very juicy. That Tim Holtz one I just opened, it was so dry. Like I could see it was dry. Let's make sure I get all the film off. Make sure that's not the issue. Hold on, I see stuff on here. Yeah, it's like I think I'm gonna go through all my stuff because this. I mean, it's like it's you want to, you know, I mean, when you get something out, a product, you want it to work. I did that one already. Okay. Let's go back to Cat said StazOn, so I might be, it's stinky. I don't know, that's not sticking too good. Of course, I did rub it with an eraser though. Let me stamp this on here and then stamp it again. Let me stamp it on this paper because I did use an eraser on it. All right, now let's try it again. So go through your paints, go through your stamps. That's the lesson learned today. And yeah, make sure you're all good and you're not storing pads that are no good. Now that was the StazOn. That's after I did use the eraser and then stamped it, and that's not too bad. So that looks pretty good. So I think in StazOn so far seems to be the winner. Downside to StazOn is it does dry out, and you do have the little cover. And okay, I have some other colored StazOns. I have turquoise and a few other colors. Okay. You told me on Twitter. You yell at me on Twitter. Okay, hold on. Don't throw them away. Buy re-inkers? Really? Why? Okay. Buy re-inkers. So don't throw away the Tim one. Are they cheaper? Is it about the same? All right. So you want me to buy a re-inker for this one? Hey, I gotta go see what Joycey's yelling at me about. Before you throw them out, check and see about the re-inkers. There was a big boom and then no power. I wonder if it was, I wonder if you had, what do you call them? Those, trying to think of what those are called, the power surger things. All right, so I will see about looking for a re-inker. And I'm definitely going to pick up another ABS Stays on Black because that worked really nice. Because I really just want the black staple. I could, live without having the cut. And I know that the Jane Davenports will work too. But again, like, I don't think I have a black Jane Davenport one. All right, so this is the turquoise and it stays on. So it's not quite perfect, but it could just be I didn't use enough ink. Or it could be drying out. It's hard to tell. All right. I won't keep boring you all testing. That's going to be my next. I'm going to finish my magazine, going through my pile of magazines my hairdresser gave me today. And then I'm going to tackle trying out my ink pads. One by one and seeing what works. Let's go back to wherever that paper is that I sprayed. Where'd it go? Where'd the paper go? I just sprayed the, hold on, lid. I know that I don't like this. I don't use this so much because it's not waterproof. And you have to really think about when you're applying it. But it did go through and it did actually work. So, all right, let's try her on here with the black stays on. Use re-inkers. Why I had pads disintegrated, some were name brands. Yeah. Yeah, Stays On has refills too, right? Get in those guard. Get in those guard if you have the Stays On. Well, I don't recommend Tim's. I will tell you straight up right now. I do not recommend Tim's because I will use what I already have, but the one black one I opened, literally I opened it up here on stream, brand new. Try it out. It shows up. It barely shows up. Let's see. Now, let's just try a rubber stamp. I'm going to spray the back because I am using spray, so I'm trying to figure that part out. Let me spray the back. So I don't care what anything looks like at this point. I'm just trying to figure out what will work. And I'm going to try a rubber stamp on the back and see if it's any better. Maybe, I got to do some testing to see if her stamps do not stamp well, or if you got the stamp on, something else like this, and then cut it out and add it. They don't stamp well on top of colored paper. I guess at some point I have to do some testing to see if maybe that stamp only works well if there's nothing underneath it, no paint, no sprays. This is not the Tim Holtz Distress Spray. This is one I just used with the Lindy's. There is a little bit of sparkle to it, but So maybe you just can't use her acrylics with anything down. They have to be cut out separate and added. And if they're not rubber stamps. You haven't been impressed with them? Yeah, I am definitely not impressed with them. And yeah, so far I'm not impressed. I'm definitely not impressed with them. That's why I normally use India ink pads, but I cannot. They're not at your local Myers. God, not at your local Michaels or Hobby Lobby or Joann's. I can only find India ink pads online, and they're really hard. Actually, not easy to find. So maybe I can find a re-inker for the India ink pad I have. The last one I bought, I couldn't find, and I bought online, is I bought Ken Oliver's India ink pad, and I was not impressed with it at all. It was not near as good as my other one, and that was the only one I could find. So here's the stays on with the rubber stamp. And actually it's decent. It's not great, but it's decent. You can see some, some missed spots, but then there is some glitter in the spray, so it could have resisted the glitter. So that even makes sense to me. Here, this is screwed up anyway, so let me get another one. Let's do this. Let me put a spray down. It's not glitter. Smear it in. Yeah, that's true. As a rule, red rubber stamps are better. What? That can't be. India inks are not permanent? That can't be. That makes no sense, because if you use India ink, like the markers, the inks, they're generally all permanent. How can the ink pad... Oops, I gotta watch this pictures under here. I need to flip this. I just realized there's boobage there. Wasn't even looking at that at all. Okay, I need to move that. She was exposed slightly. I don't know how particular YouTube's going to be. We'll put on this. It's not for ages under 18. All right, let's try out. I can't believe that's not permanent. That doesn't even make sense. Only because I'm not arguing with you, Suzanne. I'm just thinking in my mind this doesn't make sense to me because of the fact that India ink is almost always permanent. It's like a standard, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying you didn't find it. You're not right. But I was under the assumption it was. Where's the white cardstock? Two. Let me try. See, I'll show you him like in his. I opened his up recently. The Ken Oliver. This is the only one I could find. It was like the. I'll show you this one. Yeah, see that? Like, look, it stamped really bad when I got it. There's literally nothing on there. There's literally nothing. Look. Dry as a bone. Like, barely any ink. It gets really bad. This is another one I bought, and this was like $8 or something because it's India ink. It was really, wow, I can't even get it to close. Hold on. And I've used this maybe once or twice, and it was terrible. And now it's like, again, totally no good. So I will never buy Ken Oliver's ink pads ever again. So don't buy Ken Oliver ink pads. Oh, she was asking. I thought she was making a statement. Shoo! Okay, I feel better. She was asking, not making a statement. Freaking me out. She's freaking me out. Okay, you were asking. That's totally different. And I totally misconstrued that. So I'm sorry, Suzanne. You were asking. There's a big difference between asking and telling me. I was freaking out. I was like, that goes against everything that I know. She's just making sure I'm awake now. Bye, Teresa. I was like, I know nothing. I was just freaking out. I was like, I always assume there. Yeah. Okay. I feel better about that. Okay. This one is with the Stays On ink. And that took pretty good. I mean, there's a few light spots, but that's not too bad. So but I bet it won't work on the purple. Let's try black on there. Maybe if you're doing darks, I mean, maybe you always have to cut these out and put them on there. What do you guys think? Stamp that maybe as a rule, maybe you can't. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't stamp an image on top of sprays. I mean, you know what I mean? What's everyone else's take on it? How do you do it? Do you stamp on it separate and then add it on top of your sprays? Do you stamp on top of your sprays? What do you typically like to do? Am I right or am I wrong? Or is it changed depending on what you're using? Just trying to figure stuff out. Yeah, so thanks, Mousy. This one's stamped on here. Now I'm afraid if I go to stamp this straight onto the purple, I'm afraid it's not going to work. So like, if you're putting down a spray, do you typically have to do this? You can't stamp on top. You stamp it first. Okay, let's try that. We're going to stamp it first. Then we're going to put this over top, and then we're going to spray. Let's try that. Let's do this Eileen's way because I'm just really frustrated at the moment. Okay. Maybe I've been doing it all wrong. So if you're going to spray first, here's what you're saying, then I'm going to have to stamp this separate, and then I'm going to have to add this on top. If I want it the other way around, I got to stamp first, cover it up, and spray. All right. All right, she stays on because my other ones don't work. You do both, it depends. I'm having I'm not having any success. That's why I'm asking, because I'm like, feel like it's just become foreign. to me because I haven't been really using any of my hardly any of my stamps or anything. And I'm like, okay. So there it is stamped. We give it a little quick dry. Because it's not greatly stamped, but it's stamped. So I not only need a new ink pads or inkers, I also need to buy me a stamp pad if I'm going to go back to using my stamps. I'm going to lay this down. I have a lot of sprays, you know what I mean? I like to, there's not any bigger one. I would like to be able to use my sprays, you know? Save the mask with the, oh, that's a good idea. Is if that way you only have to make one mask, is if you make it, you stamp it and then store the mask with the stamp so you don't have to keep remaking the mask. That's actually really smart. That is super smart. All right. It's a cute stamp, isn't it? Yeah, masking paper. Yes. Now, I have a lot of ink on here. Hold on one second. Before I pull this up, let's just do this. I'm just gonna like, instead of wasting it, I'm just gonna do a little bit of that. Maybe a little less down too. Ooh, that looks cool. Okay. And put this on another one. Hold on. Let's set this aside 1 second. I hate, like, may as well not waste it. Make some backgrounds for some other pages. Wow. Yeah, I might have used a whole bunch. Look how much ink I still have. It's kind of like, I don't want to waste it, so I'm just going to put on these. I'm going to set this aside to dry. And I have some paint, and I just got to remember that this is not, you know, I mean, it will run. So if we're going to do, look at my hands, Eileen. Okay, I'm going to flip my magazine because that page is wet. So there, so that's when, so you put your spray down, put your mask over it, and now it's virtually untouched. So then you can go in with your markers. Thank you, Eileen. I definitely need a refresher course in art journaling. And I really have. I'm going to go out to the grocery store later with blue fingers. Luckily, I have the Tim, like the new Ranger scrubby thing. But yeah, I'm going to go out to the store with blue fingers. People will be so confused. Yeah. I mean, literally, when I go out today, I'm going to have to like put my hands in my pockets, right? Haha. Can't do that pushing a grocery cart. Yeah, I like that. So I feel good. I feel good about that. So now you can actually go in there with your watercolors or your markers and color it in and actually have a complete page. Imagine that. I've not completed one page yet today, except the first page that was crazy, insane, busy. All this ink pad stuff has got my mind like frazzled. Now let's just do this. Let me find a more. I guess I need more. So that works out for a finer image. So we got this down. So I love how that turned out. The reverse of it. It's like doing the jelly printing. I'm going to stamp a solid image on top of that one. The downside is, I guess if you do it so much, you may have to remake them every once in a while because now she has little dots on her. But yeah, might need to remake it every once in a while. All right. Yeah, I like this little. I like the little this little set. This is a cute set by Marlene with it comes with the little taxi. It has these cute little balloons. Oh yeah, here you go. And then I like this little. Get my StazOn out. My only good working ink pad. Yeah, I like this one. See, like that, you can barely read, but it says beep beep. Cute. Beep beep. Yeah, this is a cute set. I really like that. I like the houses. I really like summer. So let me find a more solid image and less of an outline image. Oh, this is not a huge but this one, I know this one is an outline as well, but this one is well defined. The Unity stamps, I used to get these all the time. This is an old Donna Downey. But you can see, oh, that might be fun as collage. Yeah, they are bigger than the new Scrubbies are definitely better. Today's mail, 2 color books, monthly, National Geographic, new scoring board, wax threads and needles, 10-foot of lightning cable, and a used book on jelly plates from a friend. Wow, that's really nice, Deb. Yeah, so you can see maybe her stamps like that. And then when you look more like at Unity, I'm not saying her stamps aren't nice. I mean, her designs are nice, but there is, I guess, something to be said that if they've got more of a deep, I don't know how to explain it, like a deep groove, I think you're going to have easier time stamping it. You know what I'm saying? It's less shallow. This is really shallow and this is really deep. So there is, and I'm not saying hers, just hers. It could be everybody's, not just hers. It could be Tim's, Diane's, you know what I'm saying? Not, let me get a Diane one. See if I can find let's see. Yeah, and like this is Diane Reevely's, and you can see hers are the same. I mean, you know what I mean? It is a very shallow. You want that would make a good scrubby. So these are very all these are just very shallow in comparison to like the Unity stamps. So anyway. But you know, Unity does probably, you know, it's not not gonna have Diane's or Tim's stamps. So yeah, these are Donna Downey's they carried. I haven't bought from them in years. You know what I'm saying? If you want them, you know, you get them. It could be the new, that's how all the new stamps are made. They're probably less expensive to make them less shallow. What do you all think? Oh, okay. I need a Misty. I have Tim's stamping thing, but you always, the Misty is better. This one has a peel and stick thing. I just never pulled it off. But you can see, like, even with the deep, I mean, this one still struggled a little bit, even with the deep grooves. Because this is watercolor paper. Let's try get my other journal out. Let's do this. Let's make sure it's not the watercolor paper too. Let's pull this out. This is mixed media paper. So let's do this. Let's make another mess. My fingers are already blue, so I decided just to go with the blue. My fingers are already blue. Let's just go with it. Let's try this. Let's try some mixed media paper. Make sure it's not just the fact I'm using watercolor too. A smusher. I like that. Let's kill the technical terms. It's a smusher. It's a smusher. I like that. Well, I definitely would say that makes sense, Eileen, because and those are out of her books, and they would definitely, definitely. Oh, ow, blew my pages go. They would definitely be cold press. Any of those, the Jane Davenports, any of the watercolor, you know, after, you know, all those are going to be cold pressed unless you buy specifically hot press. That kind of makes sense. right, let's get her stamp back out. All right, let's try, since I'm just more or less trying to figure stuff out. Let me put on, let me scrape a little bit of down this down. Let me put just a little white on top. Just so it's not so insane. Now it's going to pick up the blue and smear the blue because it's paint, not gesso. That's all right. Again, I'm going to do this so I have more of a, let's do this. I have more of a solid surface. Let's do that too. Let's even up the odds here. Let's just do this. So that way I have a little bit of acrylic. I got a little bit of spray. No, it's mixed media paper. Let me try this a minute. Let's see if that helps too. We're stamping on acrylic and a spray. Let's see if that helps. Sorry, I keep going off camera. Scoot up. You always use the back side of cold press. Okay, that's a good tip. So just if you're going to do any sort of stamping on watercolor paper, always use the smooth side of the cold press. That makes sense. All right, so this is, so I added some acrylic, mixed it in with it, just so I at least have a solid surface. I'm testing. Okay, let's put down this cute. And so we'll use the rubber stamp again. Let's rubber stamp up top just so we can see the difference between the rubber stamp and the other. I'm rubbing it as I'm trying to get in there. All right, let's just put this over here. Pressing, pressing, pressing. Not great. It is dry. All right, I think I need to sign up for, Stamping 101. Just saying. That's with the acrylic. That's like acrylic. I just used mixed in some acrylic with it. You go back to Stamping 101 class with Eileen. Eileen, you could have a Stamping 101 because I need it. Oh, it looked really good. Actually, that crackle paste I used went really well. That's with stays on. That's with the fine plastic, and that's with the other. Neither are super great, to be honest. Just saying. Let's see. Yeah, actually, these turned out well. That was the crackle paste, and then I put the wax on top. It crackled pretty quick. So, and then I put the Finnabar wax on top. So, yeah, I think it went pretty well. Yeah, it's fun to play with. Crackle paste is fun. As I said, I'm not impressed with either. This is with some acrylic mixed in with it. This is the rubber stamp. This is the plastic. Not impressed. I think almost got to do is you're almost going to have to do is just to stamp on a separate piece of paper. I don't know. I think my best result was stamping on either. The best result ended up being was putting a mask down, stamping it, putting a mask, and going around it. That was the best result. And like again, this is probably smoother. Yep, this was the rougher side. This was the smoother side. And I still think, at least with some of these, you might be better off just to add on top. Because I guess if you did on top, then you'd be able to go back in and color some of these. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, that's the only thing in that set, Joyce, is to say I thought the same thing. I mean, sorry, something behind it might help. There it is. There it is, colored in. I felt that the dog was the cutest one. The bunny wasn't too bad, but like this bunny with an octopus on its head, yeah. I would consider that not so great. I mean, like in limited. I wouldn't say not so great, but limited. You know, I mean, you'd be limited on what you could use that for sure. There's also her other stamp set, which I mean, I wish she would have did together. There's also a cute little what's the dog? The wiener dog. You know, the wiener dog. Like if she would have put the wiener dog and this dog together on a set, just a set of dogs, you know, a set of bunnies, you know what I mean, instead of mixing them, because because she also put a cute little wiener dog on the other one, but then it had a unicorn with it. You know, unless you like using unicorns. And I thought that did make sense. Like this all made sense. You know what I mean? Like the little car, the cute girl, the hearts. I wasn't understanding the unicorn and a dog and a rabbit with an octopus on its head. So I wasn't quite following all that, you know. Yeah, bad hair day. Yeah, that's probably more like it. Yeah. So it is 1 o'clock. I'm gonna end my stream. I'm sorry I didn't actually complete a project today. I am sorry about that. But we learned a lesson from Eileen, which was to make a mask, stamp it, make a mask, and do that, which I think is definitely my favorite of all the of everything. You can actually see it, you know. Use the soft, smooth side of the cold press, and this turned out really cool. That was all I'm going to do with it, but so that was an interesting experiment. I just would say go through all your ink pads too. Just double check your ink pads. So where if you're working, let's say you're making your Christmas cards or whatever, and you go and you think I got ink pads, and then they don't work. So my recommendation is to go through your ink pads and try them out and see what works and doesn't work, especially if you're going to do any sort of Christmas cards or whatever. Most people's probably started them, but that's going to be my task. It's going through all of them. Also, do like a little test like I did with the stamps and versifying versus one versus the other. You know what I mean? Seeing the differences. So yeah, I made a mess. We didn't actually complete. Oh wait, we completed one. I take that back. We completed one. That was the one we completed. That'd be it. The rest was experimentation, and I'm just really bummed about all my ink pads. I'm telling you, I'm bummed And I now got to go get blue off my fingers. So wish me luck. I'm going to be using my scrubby until all my skin comes off so I can go to the grocery store. So if anyone does any tips, stamping tip streams, I will be there to watch, because since this was hard today. Should have been easy, but ended up being difficult. You're welcome. Oh, you're streaming next? Okay, Shauna is going to stream next, you guys. So I'm going to run out to the post office. So I won't be there. I'm going to get out there and mail the winning prize from yesterday and hit the grocery store. But if you're still on when I get back, I will definitely come over. Oh, Joycey says she needs you to stream. Oh, Joycey needs you to stream. The moral of the story, I like that. The moral of the story is to buy re-inkers. And they all yelled at me, don't throw these away, buy re-inkers. So I'm not buying any more of this. I'm going to buy me some stays. I'm going to buy some more stays on today and try to find some Indian ink online. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in this morning. And I will see y'all later. See you at Shauna's. If you don't follow her, click on the 3 dots by her name. And then you can go to her channel and follow her. You're welcome, Elaine. You like Friday mornings? You learned a lot? I hope someone learned something from all this. I really do. That makes my day. I appreciate that, Elaine. All right. Bye, everybody.